What if I told you there's something more powerful than walking 10,000 steps a day that could add years to your life, and it only takes 10 minutes? Now, I know what you're thinking. Everyone says you need those 10,000 steps for good health. But here's what the latest science reveals. There's a specific type of movement that's been shown to reduce mortality risk by up to 78% in people over 60, and it has nothing to do with pounding the pavement. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 doctor-approved stretches that could literally change how your body ages. These aren't your typical stretches. They're based on groundbreaking 2024 research that has doctors completely rethinking what fitness means for people over 60. Before we dive into these life-changing stretches, let me share something that might shock you. A massive 2024 study published in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports followed over 3,000 middle-aged adults for nearly 13 years. The researchers wanted to know, what aspect of fitness most strongly predicts how long you'll live? The answer? Wasn't cardiovascular endurance. It wasn't strength. It was flexibility. Here's the stunning part. People with poor flexibility had a 4.78 times higher risk of dying during the study period compared to those with high flexibility. That's nearly 5 times the risk, and this effect was even stronger in women over 60. Now, compare that to walking. Yes, walking is beneficial. Research shows that for adults over 60, the mortality benefits of walking plateau at around 6,000 to 8,000 steps per day. Beyond that, you're not getting much additional longevity benefit. But flexibility, that's a different story entirely. If you're ready to discover how to move better, feel younger, and potentially add years to your life, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. I share science-backed exercises specifically designed for people over 50 who want to stay active and independent. Don't miss out on strategies that could transform your golden years. After 60, your connective tissues, fascia, tendons, and ligaments lose elasticity, becoming stiff and fragile, which directly affects balance, walking efficiency, and fall risk. Research shows reduced flexibility is strongly linked to higher rates of falls, a leading cause of disability in older adults. The good news? Flexibility is highly reversible. A 2022 study found that just 12 weeks of structured flexibility training significantly improved mobility, strength, balance, and overall fitness. Unlike walking alone, flexibility training restores the structural foundation of your body, your joints and connective tissue, so you can move safely in every direction. Exercise number 1. Standing forward fold with progression. The first stretch is called the standing forward fold with progression. This targets your hamstrings, lower back, and the entire posterior chain, the muscles along the back of your body that are essential for everything from picking up objects to maintaining good posture. Here's what makes this stretch so powerful. The 2024 Flexibility and Longevity Study specifically measured trunk flexion as one of the 20 movements that predicted survival. People who could bend forward with good range of motion had significantly lower mortality risk. How to perform the standing forward fold. Start by standing with your feet hip-width apart. If you need support for balance, place a chair in front of you. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, begin to hinge forward at your hips, not your waist. Imagine you're closing a book at your hip joints. Let your arms hang down naturally. Now here's the key. Don't force it. If you can only lower a few inches, that's perfectly fine. You might feel tightness in your hamstrings or lower back. That's normal. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing deeply. As you hold, with each exhale, imagine releasing tension from your back and letting gravity gently pull you deeper into the stretch. But remember, no bouncing, no forcing. As you get comfortable with this stretch, progress gradually. Weeks 1 and 2, hold the standing forward fold with deep breathing. Weeks 3 and 4, reach to your knees, shins, or ankles and gently deepen the stretch. Week 5 plus, if flexible, work toward palms on the floor, slow and controlled. Repeat 3 times, holding 20 to 30 seconds each. Why it works? It improves trunk flexibility linked to longevity. decompresses the spine, boosts lower back circulation, and activates stabilizing muscles that reduce back pain. Exercise number 2, seated hip hinge stretch. Now let's move to stretch number 2, the seated hip hinge stretch, also called the chair forward fold. This is particularly important because hip flexibility is strongly correlated with fall prevention and maintaining independence. The research is clear. Older adults with greater hip mobility have significantly better balance and lower fall risk. How to perform the seated hip hinge? Sit near the front edge of a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Sit up tall with a straight spine. Place your hands on your thighs. Now here's the proper technique. Keeping your back straight, imagine a rod along your spine. Begin to hinge forward at your hips. Slide your hands down your thighs toward your knees as you fold forward. You should feel a gentle stretch in your hamstrings and glutes. The key is maintaining that straight back. If your back starts to round, you've gone too far. Stop where you can maintain good form. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds, taking deep breaths. With each exhale, see if you can hinge forward just slightly more, always maintaining that straight spine. The progression. Start gently. Weeks 1 to 2, hinge forward only as far as you can with a straight back. Weeks 3 to 4, slide your hands to your shins for a deeper, pain-free stretch. Weeks 5 plus, if form stays solid, hinge until your chest nears your thighs. Repeat 3 times, holding 20 to 30 seconds. Why it works? This seated version is safer for balance, targets the hips linked to longevity, and teaches proper hip hinge mechanics that protect your back in daily activities. Now, before I show you the third and perhaps most important stretch, I want to ask you something. Are you finding this information valuable? If you want to see more evidence-based exercises, hit that like button. It helps me know what content is most helpful to you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do that now. I release new videos every week on how to stay strong, flexible, and independent as you age. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. All right, let's talk about the third stretch. Exercise number 3, wall-supported overhead lat and spine stretch. This final stretch is called the wall-supported overhead lat and spine stretch. It targets your shoulders, lats, and thoracic spine, the mid-back area that tends to round forward as we age. Here's why this matters. Shoulder and spine mobility were 2 of the critical flexibility measurements in the 2024 longevity study. People with limited shoulder and trunk rotation had significantly higher mortality risk. Plus, maintaining shoulder flexibility is essential for reaching overhead, something you need for getting dishes from cabinets, changing light bulbs, or doing any overhead task. How to perform the wall-supported stretch. Stand facing a wall about arm's length away. Place both palms flat on the wall at shoulder height. Now, take a small step backward and begin to hinge forward at your hips, sliding your hands up the wall as you go. Your arms should be reaching overhead, and you should feel a stretch through your lats, the muscles along the sides of your back, shoulders, and spine. Here's the key position. Your hips should be directly over your feet, your arms fully extended overhead against the wall, and your spine in a neutral position. You should feel a gentle stretch from your hips all the way through your spine and into your shoulders. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing deeply. With each exhale, try to sink your chest slightly closer to the floor, deepening the stretch through your lats and spine. The golden rule of flexibility. Consistency beats intensity. Don't force stretches or push into pain. Regular practice is what drives results. Start where you are. Commit 10 minutes every other day to these 3 stretches, and over 12 weeks, you'll see major improvements in mobility and daily movement. Research shows better flexibility isn't just about feeling good, it's linked to longevity. So now you know the truth. Those 10,000 steps, They're good, but for people over 60, developing and maintaining flexibility might be even more important for longevity and quality of life. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. I'm here to help you stay strong, flexible, and independent well into your golden years. Now go ahead and try these 3 stretches. Your future self will thank you. I'll see you in the next video.